Serene B, appreciate your interest in version 2 of Serene's internet marketing. This is Serene. I wanted to make this introduction video to kind of give people a quick look into some of the things that are going to be included in version 2 of the training. First thing I want to cover is why was this training made? The reason is because in several Facebook groups, mastermind members, some of my coaching members, they're constantly asking for answers that they've not been able to find an answer to in any of the paid training that they've paid for. The Facebook groups they're a part of, different masterminds all over the internet, they get what they call partial answers, where they get an answer that makes them feel like they've learned or got an aha moment of what they should do, but when it comes down to them actually doing the work, they don't have an actual step-by-step outline that shows them exactly what to do to accomplish the task. They just have a general answer that makes them feel good at first, but they come to realize it's not enough when they have to actually do the work. So a little bit about me. I've had 11 years in information technology field, not only internet marketing, but implementations of web technologies for the Army, Verizon, Lockheed Martin, Explosive Materials Research Technology Center, State of New Mexico, and on and on and on, which is kind of part of the reason why I haven't really put out version 2 of this training yet. Version 1 was only open for private SEO companies and mastermind groups, mostly people that have rubbed shoulders with me here and there and kind of know what I've been doing in the private sector and have kind of been tugging my coattail to open up something. So a few years ago I did do that for them, just for a select few of private SEO companies, mastermind groups, and individuals. But more and more, I'm getting people asking to open up something to a broader audience, to the public. So I had a few different contracts and agreements at certain points I really didn't feel comfortable. Well, I won't say I didn't feel comfortable. It just wasn't time for me to open up that type of training to the public, especially since version 1 was for certain private SEO companies and mastermind groups that actually have their own customers. So version 2 is almost completed. So registration is currently closed for version 1, but version 2 registration is going to open soon. Hence the reason I'm putting out this introductory video for people to kind of get an idea of what the training is about and some of the golden nuggets that are going to be covered in the training. So let me go over some of the things, and a lot of these are things that are specifically requested from individuals and groups that have taken different paid training. I'm not going to mention any different training online. There's tons of training everywhere, but some of the more popular training definitely help some of these people. But a lot of them did come to me and they say that it basically gives them a general overview um, of what they need to do. But when it comes down to actually doing the task, from start to finish, step by step, that's when they feel lost. So that's the objective and the main point of the training I'm put together. Every module is going to be a step-by-step process that shows you over the shoulder on video exactly what you have to do from start to finish to complete that task. Nothing's left out. So the things I'm going to cover in this intro video are things that people constantly ask me to, questions about and for different insight on. So this isn't everything that's in the training, but these are the particular things I've chosen to go over in this intro video, just so those people know, hey, we're going to cover that as well. There are a ton of other things that are going to be covered, and you can see the full list of the modules below this video, but let me get right into it. So the first thing that's going to be covered is competition analysis. And this goes over several different things. There are people doing customer SEO, people doing rank and rent sites, and there are people doing affiliate marketing and different things like that. We don't focus specifically on one particular niche that people are going after, but what I have seen is that most people, they don't really know how to do proper competition analysis. Most other things that I've seen out there teach a person how to look at the strength of a domain and stuff like that, but they don't actually show you how to build a strategy to win. So that's exactly what this is going to do. It's going to show you how to build a strategy based on what's currently working so that you can beat the competition. It's going to show you what you need to do to reveal the traffic sources of your competitors. If you know where their traffic is coming from, it tells you, one, it tells you where you can get traffic from. And then two, it tells you a little bit more about their overall strategy. If If you know that 40 or 50% of their traffic is coming from a particular source, then you know that a bulk of their sales are coming from that source and that it's reliable. And I'm talking about the people who are winning. I'm not talking about people on page 2, 3. These are the people who are winning. They're on page 1. They've been around for quite a while, and they've tested some things out. So there's no point of you reinventing the wheel and coming up with some new strategy. They're already winning. Let's reveal their traffic sources. You can get those same traffic sources and do even better and surpass them. Third thing is how to reverse engineer the competitor's link strategy. What do you need to do to actually find out what their linking strategies are, how to re-implement those same strategies and do it better. Fourth thing, how to find the exact anchor text ratios you should use for your campaign. This is a very, very big one. A lot of people, they learn, they learn that they need to build backlinks, and they're like, okay, good. They got an aha moment. They're like, all right, I got on-page SEO going. All right, I need backlinks. I need backlinks. And everybody knows you need backlinks. But what kind of backlinks do you need? Why should you be using a certain kind of backlinks? What do you need to do to find out the exact backlinks that you need to have? What do you do to find out the exact percentages of anchor text ratios you should use for your campaign according to that niche? There's no blanket anchor text ratio. Certain niches optimize more on branded anchors. Certain industries optimize more on, maybe exact match keyword anchor text for their link building. How do you find that out and get the exact anchor text ratios you need to surpass your competition in that specific industry? And how do you do it for every single campaign? Because you can't use a blanket approach for everything. You have to use real data, real research that's going to work. So that's part of what's going to be shown in that particular module. How to find out what's working, how to implement it, so you can get the exact step-by-step process that you need to do to succeed. Another thing that's going to be covered is going to be PBNs. It's a very big topic. It's always been a very big topic among certain groups, mostly masterminds and paid training. But this is going to be something that's available for anybody who becomes a member of version 2 now. And I'm going to go over most of the basics and then some advanced things. So first thing is finding a good PBN. What makes a PBN good? And there are a couple things that are going to be covered here that I don't see covered necessarily anywhere else on the web. Obviously, you can Google and find out trust flow and citation flow, but there are a few things that most people don't mention for a reason. One, because they want to keep the good PBNs themselves. And then two, because there are a lot of domain brokers out there that know certain things to look for that makes it either a good or a bad PBN. And I'm going to go over all of that kind of stuff in this particular module where we cover PBNs. Then I also go over PBN brokers. If you don't have time to find a good PBN, if you don't have the money to pay for a monthly membership for the software it takes to find good PBNs, then I'll go over a few different places, a few different resources where you can get a PBN broker to find you some domains. So then if you just need one or two or a few PBNs, you can go ahead and purchase those from a domain broker and get decent domains. Again, this is for people who don't have time or the money to buy the software subscription to find their own PBNs or their own expired domains. There is another module though that I'm going to have that tells you how you can get access to six or seven of the most used tools for a very, very cheap price, and that's Majestic SEO, Ahrefs, SpyFu. I'll have a video that's going to show you different coupons and stuff like that, so you can get those things at a lower price. So next is registering and hosting your PBNs. This is another big one that I hear constantly from different people, different groups, how to register and host their PBNs. And like I said, there are a lot of people teaching that, but not the step-by-step process. I'm going to cover this in this module where you're going to see step-by-step finding the domain, what makes it good, selecting it, registering it, purchasing it, the information that you're going to use to register your domain and everything like that. Next is how to brand your PBN. This is one that's missed a lot. Most people just pay somebody else to do this. or they just throw up nothing really. I guess they don't even brand their PBN. They just start building links, which is a big no-no. It doesn't really make sense. This particular module, you're going to learn how to brand your PBN, the reason behind why you would brand your PBN a certain way, how to make your PBN brand and content match your domain name. And I'll give you an example. For instance, if you have a domain has very, very good metrics, everything about it is strong, but the name is really weird and it doesn't really match the niche you're going after, I'll show you different creative ways to make that work, to make that domain name still seem relevant to your niche and then match the way you've branded it so that your links that you have coming from it match the way you branded it. Uh, Next thing is publishing content, which kind of goes into the general thing of theming your PBN. How much content you should publish weekly, how much content you should publish before you post your first PBN links, how to the different backlinking strategies of how many links for your PBN, how many links should you have going to your money site from your PBN, what kind of anchor text should you use from the PBN depending upon your money site and the distribution of interlinking of your money site. Those different kind of things will be discussed in that particular module as well. So moving along, there'll be some different nuggets in there for building trust and authority. This is mostly for, it could be for new sites or sites that's been around for a while, or even sites that have been penalized. But I'll go through some strategies that are designed to boost authority, trust flow, and citation flow to your money sites. You can also apply these same strategies to your PBNs as well. Because remember, the stronger your PBNs are, the stronger your links are to your money site. So PBNs aren't really just there just to point the link real quick and then leave it alone. You can keep building the trust and authority of your PBN, and it just makes your links stronger. I mean, that's the whole point of why you bought the PBN, because somebody did that previously, and that's what built that trust flow and that citation flow. If you follow some of these strategies, you'll get it to a point where your PBN will be ranking, even though that's not the might not necessarily be your objective. If you follow some of these strategies, your PBN will start to rank for keywords, and it'll start to get traffic, which is just going to start building its authority and its trust even more, and that's going to make your links even stronger. Another thing we're going over is local and social domination. So how to get multiple, this is really, really big for people doing rank and rent sites, or who want to build up a presence for their particular company or business, or they just want to get some sites ranked so they can rent them out to different local businesses. But how to get multiple city snack pack listings and how to get it verified for Google My Business. This process is really not that hard. It's a really simple, straightforward process. I see this being sold on different marketplaces for gigs for $250 to $550. If you once you sign up for your training, you'll be able to get this process down pretty quickly. It's not going to be a long video. The video is going to be, it's not going to be super duper short. It's going to have every step you need. But like I said, the process is straightforward and there's not that many steps. So you'll be able to master that, and then you'll be able to go ahead and get, all of the different rank and rent sites that you want to get up there. You'll be able to get them on Google My Business page so that they can show up in a snack pack, and then you can rent them out. Because a lot of times, if you're doing rank and rent or even customer or client SEO, if you're trying to dominate multiple cities, the quickest way usually is to get in a snack pack, especially if it's low competition, which it should be if you're doing a rank and rent method correctly. So that module will go over that and show you exactly how to get that done. Also, another thing that's covered is optimizing social profiles. That includes your Google My Business page, so that way you can rank in the snack pack quicker. But it also includes Facebook, Twitter, and several other different accounts, Pinterest, and things of that nature. And then covered also is going to be IFTTT, which is if this then that setup and syndication for social content distribution and video SEO. There are a couple of different trainings out there that cover just this specifically. This is included in the training. There are a lot of things that are included in this training that are just part of the default membership. And other places they're selling it for one-off prices, or they're selling it for a particular specific price and things like that. Everything here you see, and this is just the things I wanted to cover to let people know what to look forward to. This isn't everything. You can look below this video and you can go over how many modules and different things that are covered, and you can see There are clearly everything almost is covered, that you can think of that most people really need to see a step-by-step process is covered. But anyway, everything there covered for $27. That's it. So anyway, that's the only time I'm going to mention the price on this video. I just wanted to put that out there so people can really see the value. So anyway, like I said, step-by-step walkthrough of buying and registering your PBN sites, where, why, how to get a name, address, and email. Where do you get the email addresses from? Why should you use a certain verified email address? I'll show you, really quickly, hey, this is where you can get your phone verified email addresses so that when you go to register your PBN sites, you can still get notification emails and things relevant to your domain in a real email account. And I know it sounds to some people it might sound kind of silly, but there are several different people I've seen, they've gone to register their PBN. They don't know, you know, what name they should use because they don't, obviously you're not supposed to use your real name, but they don't know what name to use. They don't know how to find a legitimate address. They don't know where to get the emails. And I've seen a few times where people have been locked out of their domain and they can't even actually log into the registrar to redirect their domain to the proper DNS or anything like that because they've messed up one of these steps. So that's going to be covered as well. And it's like I said, everything's going to be step by step walkthrough over the shoulder where you can see exactly what you need to do to get from point A to point B and get the task accomplished and move to the next thing so you can start to make money. Again, this is Serene. Look forward to seeing you inside the members area once version 2 is launched. Version 2 will be launched pretty soon, and you can get notified. There should be a box somewhere either below this video or on the site where you can sign up so you can get notified as soon as version 2 is available.